you know, there are some crazy men. Like, technically, I was in Tunisia maybe 4 years ago. Meet Zaid. We created a video about Tunisian market, shared hosting in Tunisia 4 years ago. You can type in Google. And the idea, I technically visited 23 countries. Today I was talking with local guys, and they said that I visited in Tunisia more cities than they. And technically I came from every country, tried to visit everything. Let's say in Tanzania I visited 20 national parks, let's say. Nobody in Tanzania visited 20 national parks. In Africa I visited maybe 100 national parks. I visited more than 100 hosting companies in their local offices. I visited dozens of telecoms. Let's say, like in Maldives I visited like several telecoms. In Mauritius I visited several telecoms. You know, in Madagascar I found like some shared hosting companies and try to sell them something, you know. So no I have crazy guys like this. So I really like see this continent a little bit different than you guys. But let's start with numbers. So just some public numbers. That internet users in Africa, if you see here, there are like 500 million. The idea is that this is compatible to US market. This is compatible to Europe market. So the idea is just internet users quantity in Africa is compatible to Europe or to China. It's not like 1 to 10, it's like 1 to 2. So it's really big. And the trend, if you see, Africa, like in 15 years, increased 4 times. So, and as you see, Africa can still double easily in next 10 years. You see, US and Europe unable to double. So Africa is increasing and has very potential trend here. So if you see population is also very nice. You see Africa like in 25, 30 years, it just doubles the population. Can you imagine like double? So, and if you see Africa now, sub-Saharan Africa, 15% of world population. And like you see here, the trend is like it's growing. So Africa will take better part of the world, or like bigger part of the world, tomorrow than is today. So more users, so it's like more users and more internet users. So Africa can like show positive trends like doubling the number of users like every 5 years. So like, and it's incredible. If you just would like to compare, just it's Europe. If you see Europe like in last 25 years, Europe, nothing changes. Compare just Africa and Europe. I just, from Lithuania, so compare with Lithuania. So technically we have the same population like 100 years ago. Africa doubled in 25 years. In the next 25 years, Africa will double again. So what's happening is Europe is in many countries like this. So it's like huge potential. Internet penetration grows, number of population also grows. Also, we create metrics like Domainity. Domainity is like how many domains are in 1,000 people. For example, if you take 1,000 people on the street in Amsterdam, and 400 of them will have domains. If you take guys in Germany, 1,000 people on the street, 300 of them will have domains. But if you catch somebody in Zambia, 1,000 people, only 2 will have domains. Let's say in Niger, less than 1 person from 1,000 will have domains. So it means like Niger compared to Netherlands like 400 times. So it means like Niger, if he would like to be like Amsterdam, he can grow 400 times. So it's like, of course, we were able to compare like countries where like people possibly do not have credit cards, but I just see how huge is potential and like the positive trends. So now I just see 5 really big opportunities where Africa do not use their power. I just say that because if Africa do nothing, so greedy and fast comes, like US and Europe will come. So if Africa do nothing, just US and Europe will eat this market. And my goal is just you need to do like some communities like event like this and collect here much more people and focus on these 5 5 goals. I will describe about everybody, about every of them. So firstly, main problem of whole Africa. It's not exactly about the country. I just show examples just to show how it is. So about registries. So registry, paper-based registries. For example, if I would like to register domain name in Namibia, I need to fill paper, physically go to the registry, pay for 2 years, and then I get domain. In Zambia, for example, I visited 5, let's say, main shared hosting companies, and saw that they don't have, let's say, API. I collect feedbacks and they go directly to the registry and said, what the hell? Why your registrars unable to just through online, through API, get the domain? And I really was like, in many registries, in many African registries, like really, because they have nothing to lose, and not depend on that market, I can get to them, you know, they feel guilty, you know. Registries feel guilty because I came to Zambia, I talked to registrars, why are you doing like that? Oh, sorry, we will change. I said, I will write you an email. And I talked to the CEO of the registry, you know, and say, okay, they reply. I said, okay, record the video. I said, if you do not do the API, I will like go public one more time. I don't know why they're afraid of me, but you know, they're afraid of Russian crazy guys. But the idea just no API. For example, Comoros, let's say KM, yeah, so big potential for the domain name .km, yes. Or for example, Ethiopia. You're unable to buy Ethiopian domain online usually because there's no API for that. I talked to one guy. He said, "I am the first registrar. I can sell online to you." For example, his registrar, he can sell domain name for me, but I'm unable to buy it from registry directly because there are like lots of tricks, lots of something, and lots of domain names in Africa just I don't know, hidden from public, just because of stupid rules. And by the way, many registries in Africa are in private hands. What the hell? In Germany, in Germany, registry is not in private hands. I don't know, in every country in Europe, in every educated country in Europe, registry is not in private hands. Of course, there are some exceptions, like Belarus, like very like tricky situations, but that is not maybe not so nice as could be. But mostly in Europe, registries are government management, managed by governments or half government organizations. In Africa, so many registries are in private hands. And for example, prices are insane. Can you imagine in Namibia, if I would like to buy a domain name, it costs just $100. And you need to pay for 2 years, $200. Can you imagine a guy in Namibia who just paid for domain name $200 and fill paper application? Okay. In Malawi, I was talking with a guy, like $45. He said, I can decrease like to 40, then to 35. I really unable to push him, but said, if you make $10, people do not choose other domain names. But in Africa, there are good examples. Rwanda. Have you been in Rwanda? You don't even know where it is, yeah? Small countries. By the way, Rwanda is really very beautiful country, very small and very clean. Not rich, but very clean. By the way, in Africa, there are many not rich countries, but some of them are clean, some of them not. So Rwanda is really, personally, like very beautiful country. And by the way, in Rwanda, you can see wild gorillas, like, you know, a few meters from you. It's really amazing country. So what they did, they provide free domain for every business for first year. So if you are from Rwanda, you can get free domain for first year. It's amazing. So every African country should do this. So I just show you like nice examples. By the way, we talked to them, we talked to the registry, they combined with the hosting. So you can, if you're a business, you can get small package of hosting, small email, and free domain name of Rwanda for first year for free. It's just incredible thing how you can like empower economics. Like I think all African countries should do the same to increase the economics. I think like Europe can copy from that. And for example, South Africa, of course, like good registry, good price, big quantity, you know, nice API. And what I also show you alternatives. What people do if you do not follow the recommendations. So in US, nobody uses .us because it's, I don't know, sucks. I don't know how to say nice. Because they're late. In US, nobody uses .us. In UK, nobody uses .uk. Everybody uses Go UK. Because it also was too complicated. Central Nick was in time. They made Co UK. Now Co UK is standard. In US, .com is standard. Not US, and not UK in UK. So, and by the way, I just show you examples how registries can benefit money from nothing. Let's say .by, Belarus. They also say for Bavaria. So from Bavaria, they also do .by. Or for example, .me. Nice registry. Montenegro, 500 people. 500,000 people in Montenegro. But they say .me, it's .me. Filip.me, I don't know. Matisias.me. And they said .me, it's also Middle East. They target Middle East. You go to Dubai, you see .me. So the country is 500,000 people. .me is one of the top domain name. Just do money from nothing. Turkmenistan. By the way, in Turkmenistan, it's also unique situation. The registry registered in UK. And if you would like to buy .tem, you can buy only from UK, not from Turkmenistan. Of course, it costs $1,000, but also nice example. They said, TM, it's not Turkmenistan, it's trademark. If you have trademark, pay a lot, $1,000 per domain, get from us. I just show you some good examples how people earn money from nothing. Or for example, AM, Armenia. Also, you know, AM like for the radio. I don't know, 101 AM. And also Sri Lanka, also good example. They said, domain name is cheap for locals, few dollars. But if you are global, for $50. I don't say that it's excellent examples, but I just say that they somehow solve all problems. If you're in country, you have no money, pay a few dollars. If you're outside, you would like to be in Sri Lanka, pay a lot. And I just say that if Africa do nothing, everybody just use .com, .xyz, .something, .online, and just nobody will use African tildes. Okay, so in website creation. Technically, if somebody, let's say in Zambia, in Botswana, in Malawi, if somebody knows where is it, or in Lesotho, if somebody knows where the country is located, would like to have a website, it will be very slow. Just hosting in Lesotho not exist at all. But let's say, by the way, African market is very, very nice. If you go to Lesotho, let's say Lesotho, if you know where is the country, and talk to hosting provider, he said, "Oi, I'm not alone. I'm a reseller of Domains Kaza." I said, "I'm also, Domains Kaza is our customer." so I just said, market is also very, not so huge. But what I would like to say is that hosting is very slow, and people start buying outside. So in Africa, hosting is slow, expensive, and if you would like to order a website, it's very slow. So if I would like to order a website, so I'm real Botswanian small guy, I would like to have a website. I will pay more than Americans for the website. The website will be much slower, and they will pay for the hosting much more. So, you know, market search for a solution. So solution comes, people go to OVH, GoDaddy, Netherlands, US, Germany. So personally, from my opinion, what hosting companies I visited, 90% of them host outside Africa. Why? I talked to them. Why? I talked to the biggest data centers in South Africa. I said, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Lesotho, Swaziland. Yeah, all of them have no infrastructure. Infrastructure is in South Africa. I said to South African data center, said, why you do not collect them personally, visit every office, go to Botswana, to every hosting company, to every design studio, collect them, not to US, but to South Africa, provide them, I don't know, lower price, the same free price, I don't know. These guys all paying to America. They have two choices, Germany, Netherlands, or America, nothing else. Say, why all of you paying money to America? Collect them here in Africa, in South Africa. I said, the cable, through Botswana in South Africa, the cable is perfect. No, everybody pays to America because it's slow, because price is very high. Oh, and of course, website development is very, very bad. So in the website development, And of course, lots of people choose website builders because development is bad, like slow. Why need to pay for the website, let's say $500, wait 3 or 6 months if I can choose a website builder and have a website tomorrow? By the way, for shared hosting, it's also nice because I'm ready for shared hosting. I would like to buy shared hosting now. But I don't have website. I order a website from you, I need to wait 3, 6, 12 months. After 3, 6, 12 months, I forget about it. If I have website builder, if you have website builder, I just start using your hosting today. So it's like, so people choose for alternatives. Payment systems in Africa. Africa has lots of benefits. You have mobile payment systems. In Lesotho, you know the cowboy. If you come to Lesotho, I don't remember, but like 90% of people, they have like big codes, like code. And the code is very strong, like, because when it's hot, it's not like hot inside. And they sleep with the same code. And these guys are just living like this, like 7 days in a week. One day per week, they come to the capital, they have a phone, with numbers, like old Nokias, I don't know. And they come to the city to charge the phone. And also with this phone, they are able to make transactions, by the way. We're unable to do transactions with our phones, without any apps. But they with regular phone, with the numbers, they can do transactions. That is, and Africa is #1 in the world in the transactions. But the problem is to collect these transactions, usually there are no good APIs. Of course, some countries are developed. Of course, like Tunisia is developed. Of course, South Africa is developed. But in Madagascar, for example, and you see like here, lots of like black spaces. So it's too complicated to collect money. So, for example, if you have data center, you would like to sell to Tanzania, you will not succeed because the Tanzanian people just unable to pay you. Like, of course there are, because Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, they're like the same language. Technically, they somehow solve something. And every hosting provider try to find his own way how to collect transactions because no normal API. And so continent from mobile payments of view is developed mostly in the world. But from the ability to collect these payments, not like one by one, but like massively, to sell hosting, it's too complicated. For example, we would like to sell hosting in Madagascar, website builder. We're unable to do it because we're unable to collect money. Technically, we're unable to collect it. We can find an agent and say, if somebody sells you and like SMS, let's say, then you will collect our money, something like that. But it's like in the Stone Age, something like this. So people search for solutions. In Africa, it's very popular if you go, I don't know, to Angola, it will be new Jeep stopping like nearby the big company, and in the Jeep will be Gmail, Instagram, and Facebook. And no website. No website, it means nobody of you will get money. No website, it means no domain, no control system, no data center, no traffic in Africa. So all of you will not have money. I think, why is this guy with new Jeep, with big office, has no website? And it's standard. In Africa, it's standard. It's not an exception. It's standard. When it's like new Toyota Jeeps, by the way, Toyota is really, because I do lots of off-roads, and when I go to Toyota Center, they ask them a question, they're unable to answer. They said, you use Toyota more than our techniques. But so lots of Toyotas in Africa, they have Gmail, Instagram, Facebook, and no website. Of course, in South Africa is different, and Tunisia is different, of course. Like north part of Africa is different, but like not developed country, people do not use website at all. And the answer is they're unable to pay. So this guy with a big Jeep just unable to pay for the website. It's too complicated. Gmail is free, Instagram is free, Facebook is free. Or website domain, I need to pay $3. Where? How? Fill paper applications? Pay with the cards that they don't have, with the payment systems that they don't accept, so they don't understand. How I manage the website? No studio, nothing. So, and people as a result do not, so they use alternatives, and Africa loses everything. So okay, about data centers. So it's big pleasure that quantity of data centers grows. Of course, it's much bigger. Of course, maybe map is maybe old or something, but it's 2022. the quantity of data centers that grows, but if you go deeply, mostly data centers are built by telcos. Of course, I'm not an expert of data centers. I just would like to say you like two things. Why global companies do not host in Africa? We need a small VPS in Africa, but we do not buy here. Because, so I just say why locals do not host and why global do not host. So people see the world. We have something in South Africa, South America. We have something in North America. We have something in China. We have something in Europe, but nothing in Africa. Because in Africa, if you host somewhere here, yeah, still signal is weak here, and signal between you and France is the same. So it's cheaper to host in France, not on the north, because it's the same latency, or price is much clearer. Another problem, if I host in South Africa, where is quite developed, here is bad signal, and here is bad signal. So there are no in Europe, if I host in Netherlands, I forget about everything. If I host in Germany, I have one location in Germany, I forget about all Europe. So technically, if I have servers in Germany, I forget about all Europe. I don't need other locations. But in Africa, no. In Africa, you have at least 2 locations. Anyway, if you have 2 locations, one here and one here, still you have trouble here. And I don't know how to solve it, but there are no local Amsterdam in Africa. So for example, Amsterdam in Europe, just to remind, if I buy server in Amsterdam, I don't need other locations in Europe. But there are no point in Africa where I put the servers and I do not need other locations. If I put servers here, still here 200 milliseconds. I don't know how to solve it. I just share why me and other companies, and lots of companies do not buy something here. Other condition is there are no Amazon, no Google. Everybody dislikes these companies. Google is bad, Amazon is bad, Microsoft is bad. But if they comes, when a big sharks are swimming, small fishing parasites, they also swimming together. So they swim is like all the life. So and the idea just that if they come, they will attract lots of visitors. Yeah. So if Google comes, let's say, by the way, Google have many data centers in Africa, but not open for themselves, small ones somehow. For example, if I don't know, Google put something here, something here, something here, lots of small companies start coming, and also they will require lots of infrastructure because they have big requirements. So I would see on big providers like Amazon, not as competitors. Of course, they're competitors for you, but as developers, because they will come, and then they will also attract lots of customers. And develop infrastructure, everything else will come in. Like Netherlands has cables, but as colleague said, 95% of data centers in Netherlands are not from Netherlands. Something like here. And locals also. If I'm the real situation, you have data center in Kenya, and you are hosting in Kenya. You will never host with him. If you are in Kenya, you will host in US because it's cheaper, and you will not talk to each other. For me, this situation is stupid. I tried to solve. I said, use the data center, you hosting. Let's talk together. Let's provide some deals, blah blah. I don't know why, but possibly the pricing model. Of course, in Netherlands, the economics of scale. In Germany, economics of scale. In US, economics of scale. You have many users, so users cost a little. For you, no. Because you have data centers, not enough customers, you buy expensive traffic, so you're unable to provide small prices, and all people go outside. Okay, so internal, external companies host outside. So to solve it, I just say my opinion is not a data center expert, but just my opinion visiting 100 companies here in Africa, like this. Just an example, you see Google, China, also. Okay, so learning. Also, Africa is not well educated. So there are only countries that are less educated, there are countries that are not educated at all. I'm talking about digital marketing. Regular question. that 99% of hosting companies do not answer in Africa. And by the way, what is good, in Europe also as well, what is like customer acquisition cost of your company, in your company? For example, how much cost to get the customer? It's called like unit economics, like here, cost of acquisition. If you ask somebody like from marketing in GoDaddy, in 1&1, in OVH, I don't know, they will like do it like momentally. It's like daily thing. And what is like lifetime value of your customer? Because all your business is like to buy customer and to get money from him. And what US do better? US buy customer cheaper and get from the customer more money. And like these basic things like product mindset, growth hacking are not popular here at all. And also education of marketing is very, very low. So you need like lots of conferences, lots of things. Like, and the alternatives, people pay to US. So if there are no professional marketing here, so it's much cheaper to go to Wix. And you see these guys, like in Zambia, they have no money, and they come to Wix and pay $200 per year. $200 per year, guys from Zambia paying to Wix, just because no alternatives. Because if they would like to buy Zambian domain, complicated, hosting slow, Wix is totally slow and totally bad, and interface is bad, but still it somehow works and local doesn't. So something like this. And so I will talk tomorrow about this, or more examples. So, like, as I said, you need to build a strong community here in Africa. So like this event could be like, 50 times bigger. So guys from, Rwanda, Malawi, Nigeria should come to that event. Like should be something where people solve something together. So they're just, I said, you can be friendly. I just saw several pictures from my travel, you see. I just would like to say that strong community, you can be together, registries, data centers, learning systems, like, payment system, like developers, they can be all together. You can be friendly, I tried. I don't know, this is like Zimbabwe, this is Namibia, these are rhinos. Like the sharks, Maldives. This is Mauritius, Namibia. So, like, be friendly. So, African people are really friendly. 3 years ago, I go through Tanzania, like many countries, but they had about 30 car repairs in Africa. You come with a jeep, and you're in a village where no electricity, but there like houses are not wooden. There are clay houses and wooden houses, and so the houses are from clay, made of like. So it's like really you just push them, it collapse. You need to solve problems. I had 30 car repairs in Africa, like in 1 year. So in really situations where there are no network and people are really friendly. Nice community, people coming, they've been able to talk with you in English, they do not know English, but they can take your car from the river, they help you. So Africa is friendly, guys. So in Africa there are lots of friendly people. So Africa can be friendly. So my thing is just, you need to focus on these 5 things. Of course, this conference will not change, like everything at the moment, but I just said, if we focus on these things, we can like create a huge market, and you have good trends for that. So Africa is growing, and there are no growths on other continents. So guys who run hosting companies, hosting companies from Europe search for new markets. Hosting companies from US search for new markets because like it's blood market. So Africa is blue ocean. Okay, and tomorrow I will also talk about growth hacking, hosting, and website builders will be something more interesting for you.